Today, we're going to do a quick history of the WCW World Championship title belt. WCW didn't have that many different designs, but the ones they did had ranged from absolutely gorgeous to really, really weird. So starting us off, we do have the big gold belt, the crumb rind. This one is dual plated, has the rope border, beautiful red strap. Initially was the NWA World Championship, then became the WCW Championship in 1991. And they used it until 1991 when Ric Flair jumped ship to WWF, and they refused to return his $25,000 deposit, so they ended up having to use a makeshift belt. WCW was then forced to use this makeshift title for, I believe it was only like a night or two. This was a championship belt that Dusty Rhodes had from an old promotion. I believe it was a tag team title. And you can see they put just a plate on top that says World Championship Wrestling. It was their world title for a little bit there. And then they end up switching over to an actual real belt for them. Then they started using this belt. This belt lasted from 1991 until 1994, and I do believe this might be one of the most underrated championships of all time. It's so cool. It's such a unique belt. It's kind of a mix of like a winged eagle, kind of, I guess. Some people like to say that. WCW World Championship right there. And this belt was really nice. They used this from 1991 to 1994. Then they went back once Ric Flair returned, and they ended up unifying that belt and the big gold, which was then at one point called the NWA World Title again. They used this belt for, I believe, 1994 to 2001, which they actually switched over to a different big gold, which was made by AFX Studio. It had a black strap, and then it was all gold instead of the normal dual plated, and it was a little bit smaller. This was the WCW, I believe, the WCW Championship that Scott Steiner held, and that actually was the belt that was used throughout all of the WWF Invasion and was the World Heavyweight Championship for some time. But let me know which is your favorite WCW Championship and what belt history I should do next.